Okay then, we're going to move away from Megadrive shoot 'em ups just for an episode. Yeah, as you've probably seen over the last few weeks, I've been posting quite a few videos that's specifically about the shoot 'em up genre on the Megadrive, but I've been picking up quite a few Megadrive games over the last few months, and this is one I thought I'd have a quick overview of, and it's Gods, and it's a Sega Mega Drive version. Unreleased apparently in the US, but definitely had a UK and a Japanese release as well. The Japanese version can be quite expensive. I believe it's one of those small box versions that were released by mainly by Sunsoft. But we'll take a look at this PAL version. Cautionary tale picking up this PAL version. Went away from my usual kind of eBay sellers, picked this one up really cheap, and really bad example of a bad description. But I'll waffle on about that in a minute. So we've got the lovely kind of Simon Bisley artwork on the front cover. Anyone who's into the comics will know his work. He worked on some of the Grendel stuff. I think he's well known for 2000 AD, but his artwork is fantastic, and this reflects the Amiga version, which was incidentally the first version of this game that I played. The Mega Drive version does stack up quite well against it, to be honest, quite surprisingly well. But I'll get into that in the second part of the video. As you'll see, really extremely tatty copy. And this is where the cautionary tale comes in, because it was described as being in good condition, and it's clearly in poor condition, really. But I had a big argument with the seller about this. Got a refund, so I don't really care, to be honest now, and I find it funny, to be honest. I didn't pay a fortune for it. I paid a £5, so as you can see, quite a tatty case on this one. Instruction booklet that's basically completely and utterly battered, and that's because the case that this is in isn't the original case. I believe it comes in a slightly oversized case, and this is just not up to the job. As you can see, absolutely battered. Pretty crappy manual anyway, to be honest. Loads of drawing all over it as well, with the there we go, with the old codes on there, the level codes, and pretty abysmal PAL version. I'd be interested to see what the Japanese version does actually look like. And here's a cartridge as well, pretty shitty torn up cartridge, which again, didn't know. The seller said that this was in good condition. Fuck me, it's in bad condition. So yeah, hence my argument. He didn't have a leg to stand on, basically, and eBay came down on my side. So I might pick up a better version of this at some point, a better copy of this at some point. But for now, I'm just happy that it actually loaded and played perfectly. So at least there's that on the upside. So I will be getting shot of this at some point. In fact, I probably will give it away to someone, because I wouldn't want to charge anyone for that. Not even just for postage. So yeah, when I pick up a decent copy, I'll get a shot of this one. So next part, I'll take a look at what I actually think about the game. Okay then, so this part I'm going to talk about the game itself. Mega Drive version of Gods. Played this on and off for years and years since the Amiga release, to be honest, and played it via various emulators as well. It's a game I really like. I don't know, the way it plays is quite old school, and also quite kind of modern in some ways, because it's kind of like it's platform adventure with RPG elements in it. It's a little bit ahead of its time when it was released. Lots of secrets in there as well for you to discover, and it's a game about exploration, and I think it's I do think it's really good. It's like nothing else out there really. There are aspects of it that are a bit like Castlevania, aspects of it a bit like Metroid. If you're wanting to kind of like to look at it from a Japanese standpoint, but it's a very Western game, and it's based around kind of it's kind of like an ancient world kind of like storyline. I mean, your character looks like he's some kind of centurion, but also it feels like parts of it, some of the enemies and the way the world's constructed, it feels quite kind of Greek as well. So there's definitely kind of like an ancient kind of feel to the game. Graphically, it's pretty goddamn good actually. Megadrive port, don't think it's quite as pretty as the Amiga version, but it certainly moves a lot faster. I'd probably say it seems to be a more difficult game than the Amiga version. But the graphics seem to be a bit fuzzier than the Amiga versions. The Amiga one seems to have kind of pixel perfect kind of graphics, whereas, as I said, the Mega Drive one seems it's being played through some kind of filter or something. But I mean, it's a game I keep coming back to, and it's quite compelling. And the game levels kind of like really expand as you kind of go further and further into the game. And I think one of the problems that people might have with it is that like the palette is very samey. And the beginning of the game looks almost like the end of the game. But as I said, it's certainly a challenge. But you progress further with every single gameplay, with every go at the game. Music's really cool as well. It's funny, it's got lots of extra music that the Amiga version didn't have, and the Amiga version, vice versa, has got plenty of music that the Mega Drive version hasn't got. But the music that's in there is typically good. For a Mega Drive soundtrack, you'd kind of expect the quality to be quite high. So, I mean, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I think there'll be quite a few people that really dislike it, but for me, real trip down memory lane, and have been playing it a hell of a lot since I've been pulling this review together. So, if we're talking kind of old school percentage reviewing, I'll give this one like an 81% kind of thing. But yeah, great little game, shouldn't cost a fortune, and yeah, really good. Right, so I'll probably stick some gameplay on here, and I will see you in the next video, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.